You're watching 24/7 Live Culture.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Movie Box Talks. I'm here. I'm your main host, Deion, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Phedora and Rhanni Lou. Yeah.
Weird.
Say hi,
We're
y'all.
just here, you know.
Say hi, y'all.
Hey, we're the co-host.
And we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the movie Breaking All the Rules, starring Jamie Foxx, Morris Chestnut, and Gabrielle
Get your
Union.
words together.
They coming together.
Tongue-tied.
Let me give you a breakdown of what Breaking All the Rules is about. Jamie Foxx stars as Quincy Watson, an editor at one of those FHM-style men's magazines. Quincy is about to announce his engagement to Helen, who was played by Bianca Lawson, until she breaks up with him to run off to Paris with his best man. Things actually manage to get worse for Quincy when a work assignment from his new boss turns into Quincy having to fire a portion of his staff. Rather than go through with the firings, Quincy quits and heads home to be heartbroken. Weeks pass when Quincy's cousin, Evan Morris Chestnut, finds Quincy at home in his ex-girlfriend's ratty bathrobe mumbling about his breakup. Weeks pass while Quincy's soaking, he ends up writing a breakup manual on how to break up with your lover. So that's pretty much the premise of the movie Breaking All the Rules. So let's get into these topics. Let's see. You guys have seen the movie, right?
Yes.
So first and foremost, what did you guys think about the movie?
From a woman's perspective.
A woman's perspective, yes.
I think that, I feel like, I guess we live in this culture of, like, once you date somebody, it's like certain people are off limits. But I feel like the movie definitely didn't go that route because she obviously started dating her ex's cousin. So it just gives like you just don't really know if you agree with her because it's like you want to because, we're women, so you want to be like on her side. But it's like it's giving a little weird because how did that happen? But I guess a soulmate is a soulmate. What are you going to do about that?
That's true.
Yeah.
You feel the same way?
No. Because... Be quiet, Ron.
I didn't say I'm listening.
Well, I just feel like there were so many. I got like really deep when I thought about the movie and I rewatched it because the whole cutting her hair and then he felt it in his balls and I was just like, see,
No, that's true.
That's them
that's
soul
true.
ties,
That
messing
is.
with sleeping
That's
with
true.
the wrong people.
Yep.
That's
So
We
that
know
was
something's up.
Huh.
We know something. When you guys are up to something, we know. We feel it.
Right. So, that was one thing. Like, she shouldn't have crossed those barriers, even if she never... Because she mentioned before the breakup happened, that she was unsure, like she might break up with him.
Yeah.
So that was one thing that I was thinking about. And then the other thing was I didn't really agree with her, like, going with the cousin, like, dating the cousin.
I don't either.
Because you knew when he met up with you at the bar who he was
Yeah.
and he didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when she should have spoke up.
Yeah.
Like,
So
got all
Because
the
she
tea.
literally lied about her name because
Right.
she knew
She
who he
knew.
was.
She knew who he
So
was.
So we're in
that's
agreement
why
that
I
it's
was
her
like,
fault,
I feel like
technically,
her
right?
agenda was off because...
Yes, we're in agreement.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
We're in agreement that it's her fault, not his.
Oh, yeah. No,
Okay.
for sure. I just feel like her agenda was like... It's like you
It
had
was
an
wrong.
agenda.
That was kind of messed up.
And that's why I say I feel like we do get caught up in the culture of, like, people are off limits, like, and it's like I dated the girl for, I went on 2 dates with somebody.
Family is off limits, bro.
Family's
Like,
off limits,
that's crazy.
and they were in a real full blown relationship.
Yes.
So yes, no, she's definitely.
I don't think they were in a
wrong.
relationship. I think they were dating. I don't think they actually were like.
Man.
Really,
But if
really
you're dating,
relationship-wise.
I feel like you don't break up from dating.
Yeah.
Like
No.
you're
you're
not
not.
just
Not at
break
all.
up.
Technically,
stop talking.
when
You
Morris
just stop-
Chestnut broke up with her
Exactly.
because he kind of overreacted to the point where she was like,
he shouldn't have jumped to
wanna
conclusions.
talk.
That's
Yeah.
the problem
Yeah.
with these men. They
Uh-uh.
just jump to
Because
conclusions.
you should have sat your ass down and listened.
Right. She was going to tell you about her little short haircut, and then look what unraveled.
No, for real.
So low key,
It's kinda his
it's
fault.
kind of his
I
fault.
think that she was wrong for dating the cousin.
But
I
it-
think
yeah,
that's
she
what
was.
she was wrong for. And then
Yeah.
like we said, you lied at the beginning when you first
Yeah.
met him.
Yeah.
So then that starts off
That
your
gave me a
relationship as
raised
a lie.
eyebrow.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite rom-coms.
Yeah.
I put that like up there in my top 5. Just because the romantic side of it is really creative in the way they did it. And they had like a lot of twists and turns
Mm-hmm.
with him having to fire people, but he's
Yeah.
also, he also just quit. He was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And then
It
him,
was plot twist.
Yeah,
Like
it
you
was
didn't
like- it was
know
a lot
what
of
to
plot twists going on, yeah.
expect.
it was surprises coming back and forth. And then the whole, her cutting her hair, then meeting the cousin at the bar. She knows who he is, but she stays because he says that, oh, you look like Halle Berry.
Right.
And, Morris Chestnut seen her the next day and was like, oh, no, you don't look like Halle Berry. You look like that big-headed alien.
But he was clowning her because he didn't want his feelings hurt. That was messed up.
Yeah, it's
though.
kinda
Now,
like-
would that be the problem?
You already know she was already tripping about it. She wanted to do something dramatic. So she was already in her head about the shit. So it's
You
kind of
gonna
like,
cover her like that?
yeah, that's messed up. That's grounds of break. That's grounds to break up with a nigga
Yeah.
anyway. But because I wouldn't say no shit like that to nobody. I'm like,
Especially because he knew she was like in a vulnerable space too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was just like,
it
you
was
trying to hurt me.
Right.
exactly. Now I don't know how I feel about the whole her going after him, the cousin thing, because he tried to break up with her, but. I mean, you seen her when she's walking in the rain, quarters in your hand. I'm dropping the quarters too, because I'm like, well, at this point, we already here.
Right.
Let's see the show and see what
Yeah.
happens.
Man.
It's just rom-com.
You know what part I thought was funny? It's kind of towards the beginning, but when Jamie Foxx broke up, or his girlfriend broke up with him, he was seen in her robe around the house, just
Yeah.
going through it.
Just going through it.
It was the apartment for me. Like I feel like you could smell the stench when
Yeah,
Morris Chestnut
yeah.
went. It was just like,
What is going on here?
what is
Right.
going on here?
Right, like get your life together.
No, like, and so please, y'all, women, men, don't let nobody put y'all in a space like that. That
No,
is
it's
unacceptable.
She left to
Go seek
Paris
help,
with his best
please.
man. I would be like
Yes.
that too in a robe, in her robe at
So
that.
men are like that. Like if you're really,
Oh no,
really
absolutely.
in-
Nowadays, men will probably they're probably gonna fuck her friend, find her friend and go have sex.
And get
with her. I'm gonna be
even?
honest with you. Yeah, to get even. That's
That's
men
terrible.
I
nowadays.
was like, oh,
That's
that went
terrible.
That's these men
0
nowadays.
to 100 really quick.
They will
Right.
do that. That's how these
I
men
didn't
will
That's
do
your
it.
say that. I didn't say go do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't.
Don't do that.
Find a middle.
But
Find the
that's-
gray area.
That's
y'all.
what guys would do, and I'm speaking in terms of
I-
just knowing men who would do that.
So you
That's
don't
what they would
think,
do.
So you don't think men now, if their heart is broken, that they wouldn't just go sit home and sulk in their feelings
think
and
so.
get their life together? They
Nah.
would just go
Unless
to,
it's like real love. Because men, we're emotional. We're very emotional when a woman breaks our heart. So I can't even sit here and lie on
That's
camera. I'm not gonna do that.
I really agree with him, but I would say
I'm
I
not
don't think
gonna
it's
do
the
that.
friend. And then if your friends is
Yeah.
gonna fuck your ex, they ain't your friends.
They ain't your friends.
So,
They're not. Look at the camera. They're not your friend.
yeah, they was never your
they is
friend.
not your friend.
I got a topic though. Well, I'll ask you both a question. I got 2 questions for y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
So topic number
It's
1
getting
is
spicy now.
it is. This is why I wanted to do it.
Because
Because I had a discussion in my head with y'all about this. So I was like, we gotta talk about Breaking All the Rules because it's a good movie.
Not you pre-planned. this.
Right.
Pre-planned this, yeah.
Setting us up.
Pre-planned it. I did. Topic 1. All right. So have y'all, and I want y'all to be honest.
Okay.
We all honest here. We all grown. Have y'all ever dated someone that a family member dated?
No.
No.
Yeah, it's honestly question. Honest question? No.
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't.
Me neither.
Okay.
And then number 2, do you
What?
believe in girl
I
code
think
or
he
guy
wanted-
code?
Yes.
You do.
I feel like I like I just said, I feel like I'm such a girl's girl that especially
Right.
now, if I don't know you and like we not
Yeah,
friends
yeah.
or nothing, then that's different. Like I don't owe you no loyalty type deal. But if you my friend, like if we cool, we girls, we hang out and stuff, absolutely not. Like
Got you.
but some girls they be thinking that they be having a dude on reserve or something. And
Right.
it's like
right.
I mean, it's all fair in love
Fair.
and war. I don't know you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my take. Sorry.
What about you, Phedora?
I'm a girl's girl.
Girls, girl.
So I think, even if it's like a friend of a friend who's like dating someone and I met them before, it would
Mhm.
just be weird.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
feel like at some point we may end up at the same function or the same event,
Right.
and then
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
too small of a
oh,
city.
so you just went through the back door and just got my man or something. Like, nah,
Mhm.
like it's just weird.
No, that is
I just
weird.
rather,
I was gonna say, I think that if I met you and y'all were in the relationship, I think
Mhm.
that's one thing. But if I met, like if I met him
Right.
and then I found out that my friend's friend was in a relationship,
Yeah,
like
it's
I
kinda
feel like that's
weird.
kind of,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like that I wouldn't. I feel like I wouldn't deal with him if I met him through a friend and they were together. But if I met him separately and then realized that he dated my friend's friend and we already had our own, it's kind of like I'm not gonna stop, because now
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
it's such a
Yeah,
sticky subject. But yeah, that's
it is.
Yeah.
And also, I think to prevent things from being awkward, just go ahead and say it. Like,
Yeah.
Be honest.
just
Be
so
honest
then
about
like
it.
no one's like, what?
Because it's people I feel like you see in movies, and it's like, oh, I found out that she
I
knows my
hate when that.
ex.
I hate
and
that.
it's
And
like,
then she never told me.
yeah.
And
So
it's
it's
like-
and then but then they know, it's
Right.
Just be
Then they
honest.
both know, and then you just there looking.
Looking stupid,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Don't say nothing." No, you
say
better say something.
something.
And the person who's supposed to say something is the
Right.
person you're dating.
Right.
Like, why would you not tell me that?
Right.
So I
Then
would-
you at home just like punching the air.
no, for real.
Like,
Then when you
Yeah,
find
yeah.
out, now I'm mad. Now we probably gonna break up.
Even if you
Right.
don't believe this person is like your soulmate, you wouldn't do it.
Wait, what?
Even if you don't think like the girl or the friend that you wouldn't talk to their guy, even if you think that's your soulmate.
Like,
Like you might have like maybe you're just having a conversation with this person, and then you feel like some type of like not attachment, but like an energy that a
wait,
vibe you kind of get.
Hold that thought.
For sure.
Wait, hold that thought real quick. We are gonna go ahead and take a break and hear from our sponsors at 24/7 Live Culture.
all right, y'all, we're back. Hope you enjoyed our sponsor message. We're back with Deion, me, Rhanni, and Phedora. So, what was your next question, Deion? What topic are we jumping into?
Yeah, so continuing on the topic of breaking all the rules. If put yourself in, I guess you can put yourself in Gabrielle Union's shoes, knowing that that's your friend's cousin or whatever you want to call him. Would you?
That was
still-
her man's cousin.
or man's cousin. Would you, if just say you're having a casual conversation, if he made you feel good or he gave you a compliment about you cutting your hair, would you still kind of like entertain the conversation that he's having with you, even though you know what the deal is with this person?
I would say
Even if it's
no.
like a good conversation.
I mean, I feel like conversations is a conversation. I don't think there's nothing wrong with having a conversation. I think that the problem is the intentions behind the conversation. So I wouldn't go into that conversations with the same intentions it seemed like she went into the conversation and how it ended up, because I just feel like that is really weird. Like, you're my man's cousin, and she knew
And she knew the whole time.
She knew the whole
Yeah.
time. So it's just like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And now I just feel like, especially today, that is
today's
just going to be
time,
talked about.
yeah,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Who wants to be talked about like that?
Nah, seriously. What about you?
Me. I would say like when she first like saw him from a distance, I could see like, oh, that person's attractive. But once she knew like who he was and it clicked for her, I feel like she shouldn't have entertained the thought of him saying like, oh, you look like Holly Berry, and
That's
then
all
get
it
a drink
takes.
by him. And, I just felt like that was crossing the line. But yeah,
She had intentions.
she had intentions.
And I'll speak for Jamie Foxx because, seeing her in the rain and she's looking all good and stuff like that, and you're supposed to be there to end things like that. I think he was wrong in that aspect because he took it a step further. Now you're at the house, you're chilling on the couch. Now it's getting real, real.
Because at
Because it's
that
about to
point,
get real
he
complicated.
knew.
Yeah, he knew he was supposed to go there and do that.
Yeah.
And you doing it to your cousin, man, that's messed up. And I get it. I've been in situations where, in my early 20s where I've had something similar to like that happen. I didn't cross the line. I broke it off as soon as possible. But once I found out, I broke it off as soon as possible. But it was hard because we did have a bond. We did click on a lot of things in our life and a lot of life values and stuff like that. So it was like, dang, if I would have met her first, that probably would have been my wife by now. You know what I mean? Like, just, you kind of got to look at it like that. So, yeah, he was wrong in his aspect of doing it. Because once he realized who she was, yeah, he should have broke it off. That's your cousin, man. You don't play cousin like that.
Yeah.
Soulmates is soulmates, but family is blood.
Yeah,
Man.
I was gonna say, I think that is what makes it. That's what takes it to another level. Is that it's family. Like this is bloodline. You know, like
they like.
Come on.
So would it have been okay if it was a friend?
No, I don't think it would have been okay with a friend because even with like my friends, like I look at my best friends like sisters. You know, so it's like.
Because then that really wasn't your friend.
That really wasn't my friend.
Right.
And so it's just like weird. But even like you said, like even my friends' friends, like I will respect that enough. Yeah. It just is that thin line of who did I meet first? Right. And was y'all together when I met? You know? And so then that's when the other things that the other
see, that happened to me. I had a situation happen to me. I'm not gonna put the people on blast, but it did happen to myself.
So it was a friend's friend.
Well, a friend knew that I talked to this person, but still did whatever, with this person anyway. Okay. So me and that friend aren't friends anymore.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say,
so it's like, that was wrong. That's very wrong.
I thought you were saying like your friend's friend.
No.
And I was gonna say that's where it starts to get a little tricky because who did we know first? Who did we meet first? Did we meet them together? You know, like.
I don't know. Maybe we're all wired different, but I just feel like if I met you through somebody else, like I just feel like it'd just be weird.
No, okay, so let me ask my question. If you met this man and he was a great man, right? You guys clicked, whatever, and then you're out with your friend and I don't know, like the conversation comes up about him and then it's your friend and then her friend that you might have just met that other girl too, and it's like oh, you're dating him? Like, that's my ex. And it's like, well, we've been dating for a few months. And it's like, like, oh, well, we broke up a year ago. And it's like, well, we've been dating for like the last 4.
That's
so are you going to be friends with this person still, or are you going to break up with your man?
That's what I'm asking. Like, I feel like that situation is one of those one-offs that's like, kind of like, well, what do you do? Because you already have built this bond with this person for these few months. You just met this person who, y'all probably clicked and then found out.
But you
never knew.
Yeah.
You never knew. So what do you do? And then now they're probably salty because, well, that's my ex. And it's like, well, girl, I didn't even know you. You know?
Like, I didn't know you then. So, yeah.
Life is, adulting is weird. And so is dating.
Dating is weird.
In the water in LA.
No, it's everywhere. Water. It's not just LA. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Is it the years? I wish that I grew up in the 90s. Like, I wish I wasn't born in the 90s.
It was ghetto then, but
I feel like social media made it worse.
Yeah, social media definitely watered it, made it way worse.
When access to phones and, like, access 24/7, like,
damn,
monitoring on, what is it, on Find My, like, all that it made people freaking crazy.
Yeah, dating apps. I feel like just in general, like, the apps, all of the apps that are available, it makes people feel like, they could just do whatever they want, have access to it. It's always accessible. And then you have certain females who just
don't care.
Don't care, just post everything.
There are females, there are guys out there who would do this. Yeah. Exactly. Like, they don't care. They have no shred of, like,
and they'll brag about it. Like, I did it and what?
Yeah.
I had her too.
You see it on the internet every day.
Yeah. It's like, it's crazy. And then they be like, you mad at me? What did I do?
Exactly.
So
you just told us.
Man.
Yeah. So I just feel like growing up in the 90s probably would have been a little bit more fun to not have to have all the worries of the new world.
Of the social media.
Yeah, social media. Keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I feel like in the 90s you could get away with a lot of stuff because it's like, oh, I'm gonna page that person, and then they could just be like, I
call
didn't
you
get
from
your
the street phone.
right?
I didn't get your
Or I didn't
page.
get your
I didn't get your
I couldn't find
page.
the
I
phone
left
where
my
I was at.
pager
Yeah.
at home or
Yeah.
something. You know,
That's
where was you
hilarious.
at all day?
Right.
didn't
I
have
didn't
it.
have no change.
I was about to say,
couldn't
I
even
had
use
no quarters, baby. I'm sorry.
Right.
I tried to get to you. I was trying to get
couldn't
You
there.
could have used 1-800-COLLECT.
Right.
Sorry
You
if you
couldn't find the way.
if you under 18 and if you under 18 watching this, you probably don't know what the fuck we talking
Right. Don't even know what
No,
a
about. But
street
house
phone
phones
is.
existed
House phone.
Right.
And then even remember y'all, I know y'all did it, the 3-way calls.
all the time. I
Yes,
got
all
set
the
up a couple
time.
times on them damn things.
Oh,
Oh man, I ain't never saying that. I'd be like, somebody else on the call? Hello?
You would
And you
never
couldn't
know.
know?
You
Yeah,
would never
see.
know.
you would never know.
Man, got in
Oh,
so many
man.
trouble, so much trouble on that back in
Man,
school.
the
But you know what?
memories.
I was gonna say, and y'all, I wasn't a bad kid, but we was able to get away with so much more. We didn't
Yeah.
have Ring cameras.
Right.
Like these kids literally
You can't even
do
sneak out
it
the house.
at all. Like
I was
you
telling my
can't
son-
do nothing.
So my son like, man, you can't even play doorbell dish. There's so many Ring cameras around. You already
Right.
caught.
You already caught.
It's done.
And
You-
even if they don't got a ring on the door,
Somebody else caught
it's
you across
right
the
there on
street.
the on no ceiling.
Right.
They still seeing you.
Crazy.
And then
That's
now they
funny.
calling me, come get your ghetto ass son. No.
Yeah.
These baby kids.
Right.
Got off a
So
little
funny.
topic, but we're gonna bring it back.
Sorry, y'all.
Right.
I got a popcorn question for y'all, or I guess a fun fact about the movie. During the making of this movie, Jamie Foxx had to cut his hair for Ray because he was also filming Ray at the time. So in the final scene, you see Fox is wearing a wig, which is why his hair looks so much longer. So I believe it's the one where he's chasing the train after Gabrielle Union, and he just bit into his hand and it's bleeding, and his hair is looking all like crazy. Wild.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's actually bald out of there because he was playing Ray,
Yeah.
but he had to cut his hair. They put a wig on there.
I did
Oh,
not know
wow.
that.
Yeah. That's
I
a
mean,
fun
I
fact.
feel like thinking about his hair, it makes sense because it
Yeah.
was a little, it was a little wild.
It's a little wild, right? But he was still pulling. He pulled Gabrielle Union, so I'm like, hey.
And not even that. It was like, what did she see in him? Because
Right.
Jamie Foxx is actually handsome, but they did not.
He had the
Well,
the
Morris
smoothness.
Chestnut, Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx.
All right, we come on. Now you go disrespect Jamie. Come on, man.
I'm saying, like, at least in that sense.
More-
Because Jamie Foxx on the Jamie Foxx show, he was, like, fine. But it is
don't know.
definitely.
What did you
more
think
than-
about Morris Chestnut going after the boss's girl?
He was acting out of hurt. I think he
Yeah.
was just
Out
hurt.
of hurt.
I think he just, he was already a player.
He was. And
There's
he
a
was
lot of lying and
thinking
conniving in
everything.
this movie, right? Everybody
yeah,
was lying
this
in this
movie
damn
was
movie.
just,
He was, but Morris Chestnut was an overthinker, and I think
Yeah.
that was his problem. Like he didn't.
that's what got him in trouble.
Yeah, that's what got
Mm-hmm.
him in trouble in the first place. Like, relax.
she
Relax.
said, we need to talk.
But you know when you say
Like-
that word, like that,
Like he ran.
to be fair, he did have a conversation with his cousin about it earlier.
But that's their
But
problem.
that's their problem.
Like,
That had nothing to do with what she was gonna tell him.
Exactly.
Like,
True.
stop jumping.
Stop jumping to conclusions, and y'all need to stop talking to y'all homies sometimes. 'Cause
Right, because
Man.
your homies get you in
Your
trouble.
homies get you in trouble.
That's true.
Your homies gonna have you miss out on your
No,
blessing.
for real.
Can't talk to
Then
the
they gonna
homies
tell
no
you
more.
about what happened to them. That wasn't even gonna happen to you.
Right.
Don't listen to them. Let them go through
Before
that.
she could even get anything out, come down the stairs. She at his cousin's house. He at his cousin's house, and he's sitting there like, she gonna break up with me. And
He
he's
was
like,
tripping.
I tried to
was
tell
like-
you. I mean, he was tripping.
well,
He
what did
was
she
tripping.
say? I don't know. Like, you didn't stay to find
Jamie
out
was
what she
selling
said.
him out though. He was like, "Yeah, my cousin a player anyway. He be out there humping on hoes." He was telling the whole
He
thing.
did.
He was
Whole
like,
business.
And she was just soaking it
like,
all
"Oh,
up.
okay. Well, I need a
everything.
drink." Like, damn.
Dang.
That was a good movie, though.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite rom-coms, from the jokes, from the acting, stellar cast all the way through. I love that movie. If you haven't seen
Yeah.
Breaking All the Rules, you definitely got to check it out.
Definitely.
They don't
Um,
make them like that no more.
They really,
y'all.
really don't. Really good romantic, black romantic comedy, I should say. One of the
Yes.
top ones for sure.
And that's why y'all
Yes.
got to stay tuned with 24/7 because we bringing all this stuff back.
Yes, yes.
I got one last question for y'all before we leave this segment.
All
What would y'all rate this movie out of a 1 through 10?
It's got a 0.5 on IMDb.
Ooh,
Terrible.
that's so bad.
That's
terrible.
so bad.
I feel like, but you know what? I feel like a lot of these ratings, they always give us like
The bad ratings.
ratings. They
Yeah.
we don't get the good ratings.
Because I feel like, would you consider this a classic?
I wouldn't call it a
I probably
classic.
wouldn't call it,
I
yeah.
think it's just one of those fun movies. You know, you want
A
to take your girl to go
feel-good.
see
A
a fun
feel-good.
movie with
Yeah.
really beautiful looking actors and actresses,
Yeah.
that's the movie you want to take. That's the one you want to see on a Friday night.
Yeah, and
what I mean?
it's a good movie that
Yeah.
to make you laugh.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a classic either. I would probably rate it. I would give it like a 8,
8.
8 out
That's
of
a good
10.
rating.
Like,
Oh,
I
that's a good
really
rating.
liked
Yeah.
it. But I feel like I'm an easy rater, y'all. I love movies. I be loving the people. I be
Yeah.
loving
Right.
it.
I give it an 8 out of 10 as well. Cast was awesome. They did their thing. Script was decent. It wasn't like terrible or nothing like that.
I like
Yeah.
when movies are not predictable.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Because
yeah.
man, I still can predict that shit from the first time I watched it. I was like,
Right.
wait, so the boss is actually trying to leave?
No.
Like, it was a lot going on. So
Right.
that's what gave me an 8 because it was a lot of twists and turns.
Mhm.
Yeah. I would have to agree with y'all. An 8. 8 all around.
There
I
we
think
go.
it was a good film, great comedic timing.
Mhm.
I loved all of the cast. Yeah.
That means y'all definitely need to tune in. We gave y'all a A+ movie.
Yes, sir.
So go
Yes.
watch it and make sure y'all let us know what y'all thoughts are. Do we have anything for our viewers to respond to? What
What should we ask them?
Yeah, how about y'all answer the topic question? 'Cause I feel like we got a lot carried away on this segment.
Right. This is
So
a good episode.
I can just imagine what the comments will look like if y'all,
Mhm.
and just to repeat that segment question again, it was topic 1 was, have y'all ever dated someone that a family member dated or talked to, doesn't matter,
Or a friend.
or a friend.
Or a
Or a friend, exactly. And then the other one was, do you believe in the guy code, girl code? Because I know some of y'all don't. So don't sit in the comments and lie, because I know you're lying.
Do
Right.
you? I don't remember you answering that question before
I
we
do
go.
believe in the guy code, yeah.
Okay.
I have had it held against me, but I do believe in that.
I just, we got morals over here.
Exactly.
I'm happy
We got
about
morals
that.
over here, for
Proud
sure.
of our team.
Me
Yeah.
too. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go,
Yeah.
MBT.
But thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments what you think of the movie and also answer those topic questions. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, all that. We are everywhere. Just follow MBT Movie Box Talks. We will,
See y'all next
we'll see
time.
y'all next time. Hit the button and subscribe as well.
You're watching 24/7 Live Culture.